Hello everybody! I've got a couple big things to share with everyone, but first let's cut to an epic montage highlighting some of my work. Alright, now that you've been forced to basically just watch a very highly edited way of me patting myself on the back for about 30 seconds to a minute, let's get down to business, huh? Alright, the first item on the agenda has to do with this long weekend. I've decided to name this long weekend Contentmas. Woohoo! Yeah, alright. Oh wait, I think I'm hearing people ask the question, but Russell, what exactly is Contentmas? Well, ladies and germs, Contentmas is a very special event that I have scheduled to take place on this weekend for a very long time. And by that, I mean since today, when the idea occurred to me that this is quite possibly the rarest thing that could ever happen to me. A 4-day weekend where I've got absolutely no homework and nothing but time on my hands. Contentmas is like the Christmas of content posting for me. Each day, over the next 4 days, I'll be posting a new video to YouTube. The story of Contentmas is more like the story of Hanukkah than it is of Christmas, anyway. And that story is that once there was a film crew who only had enough film left for 4 days of filming. They used it up all in 1 day, but then, they were all like, aha, what do we do? And then one of the crew members was just like, wait a minute, we haven't been using film this whole time. We've just been using digital cameras and shooting it digitally. Let's just give this hard drive that I have here in my hand to our editor, Paul. He'll edit it. We'll plop in a new hard drive to this red camera we've got here. Red is a type of camera, if you don't know. But to this red camera we've got here, shoot, the rest of the movie and have no problems, because that's what we've been doing for the past, whole time we've been making this thing anyway. So they finished it up with no problems, shipped it out, got rave reviews, got 2 Golden Globes, 3 Oscars, Best Supporting Actress, Best Actor, and Best Picture. And no real crisis happened. Let's move on to item number 2 on the agenda. The second thing I want to talk about is a show I started last year and I've made many different announcements about this year concerning its fate. That's right, item number 2 has to do with my first ever attempt at a weekly series, Anything But the Truth. But for those of you who aren't aware, Anything But the Truth was a project I announced last year through my English class. It was essentially my version of The Onion. It was a fake weekly news show, and if you want, you can check out the episodes by clicking on any of these things I'm pointing to. But please, watch the rest of this video first. Well, I could spin you a long yarn about what happened and why only 4 episodes of that series were ever produced. But to make a long story short, I just sort of lost interest. Also, I started making them right before the summer last year. My first one I put out on April 23rd, my second one on April 24th. During that time, schoolwork sort of increased, and also I just sort of lost interest in doing it. I lost interest because of this one video I made before summer started. It was still in the school year, and I posted it to my YouTube channel last year, actually on my birthday, actually. Funny enough, interesting. And it was an action scene I shot with one of my friends who lives right down the street from me. I mean, at a bare minimum, that took me around 28 to 30 hours, to make that video about. So, yeah. Didn't exactly have much time to put out Anything But the Truth for the rest of that month of May, and also, up until that point, I had mostly just made videos that involved me sitting in one place and not really doing much. And, I obviously wanted to branch off from that, and Anything But the Truth just was not, it was just more the same. It was me sitting in one place talking. That wasn't very interesting. It was much like this video, except with a couple punchlines, but even they weren't that good, and that brings me to the second reason why I canceled it, because, or why I'm deciding to cancel it now, I guess, for officially cancel it. That was because the writing was very, very consistent, and you may be thinking that was a good thing. It was not. It was very bad. The writing was horrifyingly bad. It wasn't funny. I wasn't funny in it. Even if the writing had been better, I'm just not that great of an actor. I just decided that with Final Cut Pro, that was not the best editing that could be done. About there, you know. So yeah, no more Anything But the Truth. I made it sort of official in December that I wasn't doing anymore. I posted a Facebook status update saying I was probably done, but that was the key word there, probably, meaning that I still had some doubt in my mind. This time, no doubt at all. In this video, I'm saying officially, Anything But the Truth is gone and done. It's dead and buried. I may bring it back for, like, you know, if I really don't have an idea for a video over the summer, it may come back as a one-episode thing or something. But other than that, it's not coming back ever again. Like, it's not going to be its own series, and no more. Sorry. For any people who really liked it, it's gone. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of doing to replace Anything But the Truth, not as a weekly series, but just as whenever I can get around to making one. I'm thinking of trying to do, like, sketch comedy, you know? Because I've got some ideas already. I need to write scripts, and I'm probably going to write them the moment I get done filming and editing and posting this. But anyway, moving on to item number 3. Alright, the third item on the agenda has to do with those trailers I've been making for the summer horror flick. There have been multiple changes made to the way I will be putting those out. The biggest change is that there won't be any more once the 4 days of Contentmas are over. It sort of just occurred to me that, you know, they're really, I mean, I like making them a lot. They're fun to make. Don't get me wrong, it's not the same reason as Anything But the Truth. It's just that schoolwork, along with, you know, other stuff, won't really allow me to do that probably over the next couple months. Don't worry though, for these next couple ones that are coming out on, you know, through the next 3 days of Contentmas, each one being a different murder that occurred in this house, you know, in the house that will, I'll get to it later, the house that will supposedly be the setting for the horror flick. I'm also sticking to the main reason for this announcement, the biggest change, besides the fact that there won't be any more, is the fact that I have definitely made up my mind. They will not play any part at all in the final plot of the summer horror flick. I realize it just seems like I'm dodging effort everywhere. I'm really not, because trust me, I'm going to announce something up next that will definitely make it clear I'm not just dodging effort here. No more of those, except for a couple during Contentmas. Let's move to item number 4. Item number 4 is the biggest item on the agenda for today's announcement video. This is an announcement about the summer horror flick and the multiple changes that have been made to it. Okay, brace yourselves. I'm turning it into a series. Now, in case you couldn't understand that, I said that I have decided to turn it into a weekly series. It will have an overarching plot throughout the thing, and will be between 8 to 13 episodes long. Whatever I decide I can get filmed over the summer. The first season will end by the last episode, meaning that there will not be, like, any cliffhangers. All storylines of the first season, all plot and, you know, plot twists, all questions will be answered, except for, you know, maybe characterization and stuff like that. You know, I don't want to leave everything not open to mystery, but whatever. This is the most ambitious thing I've ever done. It's the biggest project I've ever even thought of doing, you know, because I guess I can't say I've done it yet, but this is the biggest project I've ever even thought of doing, and it will require a huge amount of organization and pre-production and planning before I can get it off the ground. The reason I sort of wanted to get away from the summer horror flick idea is because I figured, well, I'm making trailers already, right? So I thought I should just put out, you know, I thought, well, I'm already making many movies as it is. A full-length thing for me isn't really 90 minutes, it's 10 minutes, you know, which is only like 2 of these things combined, sort of. That's the length, which didn't really seem like that big of a thing to be promoting through things that are half as long as it's going to be. So, you know, I sort of figured, let's make a series. Let's try to do a series. It would make more sense to promote that with trailers than it would one thing, and, you know, have it not be that great anyway. So yeah, I still have so many things to think about before I can even, you know, do it. I need to contact people, I need to get people involved, and I need to figure out what the heck the plot of it's going to be and who the heck the characters are going to be. So yeah, that's just my biggest announcement. And you know, if you've made it all the way through this, I applaud you. So yeah, and that's it. Thanks for watching, if you've watched, and you know, if you want, don't forget to go back and click on some of those annotations if you want, because that could really help me out. Like the video, please. It would be nice. Thanks. See you later. Thanks for watching. Have a good Contentmas, and I hope you'll be enjoying the next 3 days of videos. Thanks, guys.